The Galactic Council had survived wars, black holes, dying suns, and silent plagues, but nothing prepared them for the strange world called Earth. Deep inside the silver chambers of the Council Station, leaders from hundreds of star systems gathered in fear after a single discovery changed everything they believed about intelligent life. The emergency alarm echoed through the giant hall as Commander Vero rushed toward the center platform with a glowing data cube in his hands. His face looked pale beneath the blue light of the chamber. "The reports are confirmed," he said. "Humans are from a monster world." A heavy silence spread across the council. Elder Nilo slowly stood from his seat. "Explain immediately." Vero activated the cube. Images of Earth appeared above the chamber. Violent storms moved across oceans. Mountains exploded with fire. Giant waves crashed against cities. Creatures with sharp teeth hunted each other through forests. Several council members stepped back in shock. "This planet should not support advanced life," Vero continued. "Its gravity is extreme. Its oceans contain deadly predators. The atmosphere carries diseases. The weather destroys entire regions without warning. Yet humans evolved there and became stronger because of it." Counselor Mira narrowed her eyes. "Many worlds are dangerous." "Not like this one," Vero replied. The image changed again. Human soldiers marched through snowstorms carrying injured allies on their backs. Rescue workers entered burning buildings while debris collapsed around them. Explorers walked across frozen wastelands and empty deserts with determination in their eyes. "They survived conditions that would kill most species within minutes," Vero said. "Pain does not stop them easily. Fear does not control them for long." A nervous whisper filled the chamber. Then another image appeared. A human child smiled while holding a dangerous animal beside a river. Counselor Tane looked horrified. "Why is the small one touching the predator?" Vero answered quietly. "Humans call it pet." The chamber exploded with confusion. Another council member rose from his chair. "You're telling us these beings live beside monsters for enjoyment?" "Yes." "What kind of species does that?" Vero hesitated before answering. "The kind born on a monster world." The council immediately declared a Level 1 emergency. Defense fleets moved closer to important systems. Trade routes were suspended. Every species wanted to know the same thing. If humans survived a world like Earth, what could they do to the galaxy? Days later, the first human ship arrived near the council station. The station entered lockdown. Defense cannons aimed directly at the visitor. Pilots prepared for battle. Security teams guarded every entrance. Fear spread faster than light itself. Inside the command chamber, Elder Nilo stared at the screen as the human vessel slowly approached. It looked small compared to military cruisers, but no one relaxed. "Open communication," Nilo ordered. The screen flickered. A human appeared wearing a simple gray uniform. His name tag read Captain Elias. He smiled calmly. "Greetings," he said. "We received your invitation." No one answered for several seconds. Finally, Nilo spoke carefully. "Human Captain, the Council has learned about your planet." Elias nodded once. "Earth surprises most people. You survived disasters, predators, diseases, and wars," Mira added. "Your people continue fighting even after terrible injuries. Why?" The human seemed confused by the question. "Because we have to," he answered. "That's life on Earth." The council members exchanged worried looks. Nilo leaned forward. "Duma se conquest." Elias laughed softly. "No, most humans are too busy paying bills and arguing online." The chamber fell silent again. Counselor Tane whispered, "What does that mean?" "No idea," Mira replied. Elias continued speaking. "Look, we know Earth sounds dangerous compared to peaceful worlds. But humans are not monsters." Vero stepped closer to the screen. "Your people wrestle wild animals, climb deadly mountains, and swim with ocean predators." "Sometimes," Elias admitted, "you launch yourselves into space using controlled explosions." "That's accurate. You eat plants that contain poison. Only the tasty ones." Several council members looked ready to faint. Elias finally noticed their fear and sighed. "You think humans enjoy danger because we are violent," he said. That's not true. We faced danger because our world taught us to adapt. Earth was never easy. Every generation had to survive storms, sickness, conflict, and loss. That struggle made humans stubborn. Nilo studied the human carefully. And what does humanity do with this stubbornness? The captain smiled again, though this time it looked warmer. We protect people. We explore. We help when things go wrong. Before anyone could respond, alarms suddenly exploded across the station. A transport engine near the outer docks malfunctioned. Fire spread through several corridors. Smoke filled the lower levels where workers were trapped. Council guards rushed in panic. "The reactor may collapse," one officer shouted. Without hesitation, Elias stood from his chair. "My crew can help," he said. "You would risk your lives for strangers?" Mira asked. The human looked surprised again. "Of course." Minutes later, human rescue teams entered the burning corridors wearing heavy suits. Temperatures climbed dangerously high. Metal walls bent from the heat. Even train station crews refused to move deeper inside. The humans kept going. One carried an injured worker through collapsing debris. Another shut down damaged systems moments before the reactor exploded. Others guided frightened civilians towards safety while smoke surrounded them. After hours of struggle, the fire finally died. The station survived. Inside the silent council chamber, the leaders watched recordings of the rescue teams, helping species they had met only hours earlier. No human demanded payment. No human asked for rewards. They simply helped. Elder Nilo slowly rose from his seat. "So this is the truth," he whispered. Vero looked toward him. "What truth?" Nilo watched the image of exhausted humans carrying survivors to safety. "Humans are not dangerous because they come from a monster world," he said. "Humans are extraordinary because they learned how to survive one without losing their kindness." For the first time since the emergency began, fear disappeared from the chamber. And across the galaxy, the story of Earth changed forever.